What's the word, YouTube? You know what it is. It's your boy Big Will. I'm back with another episode of Life After Prison. Peace. Let's get it. What's the word, YouTube? It's your boy Big Will. Just a little update here. As you see, I'm in a hospital, right? I'm in here. Hooked up to these machines and stuff. So, as most of you know who have followed my channel from the beginning, I have asthma. I have bad asthma. I only have 60% breathing capacity in my lungs. Start at the beginning for you to know. For those of you that have never seen my channel or don't know, back in 2002, I was in a house fire. My house burned down to the ground. I lived in a 9-tenement house, and there was a fire that started in the basement, in the cellar. I was home, me and my daughter's mother, my ex. We were getting ready to go out into town, have a good night, Friday night. And fire alarms went off in the building. I smelled something good that was burning, and I decided to investigate. Upon further looking, I found the fire in the cellar. I seen the smoke coming out of the door. I opened up the door. I was hit with a backdraft of flames and smoke. Like I said, it was a 9-tenement building. I lived in the middle, so I had to go on the end, 3 stories, get everybody out, come out of the building, go to the first hallway, go up 3 stories, get everybody out, come back to the middle apartment, go to the 3rd floor. The 1st floor, I got them out. Had to go back in my house. I lived on the 2nd floor. And my daughter's mother at the time, she was pregnant with my daughter. Had to get her out. She was in the shower. We were the last 2 to leave the building before watching it burn to the ground. I had gotten so much smoke and heat damage in my lungs that they burned. I was spitting up smoke and soot and whatever else for weeks at that time. I was lucky to be here. There was 3 people that went to the hospital during that fire. Myself, the fire chief, and a woman that lived across the parking lot on the 3rd floor that was in the window watching the fire. All 3 of us went to the hospital. I was the only one to leave. They both expired that night. God rest their soul. So many years I dealt with the problems of asthma and breathing and just living normal life, not being able to do things. My whole life changed that day, right? But like I say, I got used to living with it. I get used to dealing with it. Knowing what I can do and what I can't do. You know, certain times I feel better. If I take certain things like prednisone on my rescue inhalers, I feel like I can manage, I can function. But I can't do anything like play basketball, play sports, things of that nature. I just can't breathe. I can't even dance. I joke around with my 10-year-old son, he's 11. I joke around with my 11-year-old son, he just turned 11 in January. But I joke around with him. I wrestle around and I can't breathe. I lose my air. Your boy Big Will was a bad dude. Let's just say that. Did many years back and forth in prison. But there's just certain things I can't do, right? I can't breathe. Today I woke up and I was telling my wife I kept telling her the Grim Reaper's here today. He's messing with me. She kept telling me, listen, knock it off. Telling her, listen, I'm just being honest with you. That's how I feel. I feel weird today. I couldn't breathe all day. I would take my rescue inhaler and it would subside periodically. Then the shortness would come back. I would take the rescue inhaler and it would subside. This went on all day. I guess right around 4 p.m., 4:15, something like that. I got a shortness of breath. I took my inhaler and I went out on my balcony to get some air. Usually when I'm feeling shortness of breath, I need to go sit outside in the fresh air and inhale that air. I went outside. It wasn't getting any better. I called my son, my 11-year-old son. I told him to get my wife. Get your mother, get your mother. She came rushing out and I told her to call the ambulance. Now my wife knows me. As many times she tells me, you want me to call the ambulance? And I tell her, just give me a minute, Let me catch my breath. And I don't go nowhere. I'm fine. But today I knew something was wrong. I could feel it getting shorter and shorter. The breath was getting shorter and shorter. Well, my wife called 911. They put the call out as a 51-year-old man having cardiac arrest, which I wasn't. I wasn't having a heart attack. I just couldn't breathe. So, watching the ambulances and the police department and the fire truck came, they were all thought they were coming to pick up a dead man. That's how the call went out. But I was conscious. I was still breathing. But as they came, it got worse and worse. Paramedics came up. They were asking me what's wrong. I'm trying to tell them I can't breathe. They were trying to give me oxygen. They were trying to give me a nebulizer, but I couldn't get it in. And ultimately I passed out. I was unconscious. They rushed me into the hospital where they told me my heart rate and my breathing was down below 50 beats a minute. And when your heart rate's that low, when your oxygen level is down, below 92, your body's telling you got no oxygen. But at 50 beats a minute, if your heart's that low, they're about to hook you up to life support. The only thing they kept telling me that I said was, tell my children, tell my wife I love them. Tell them I'm sorry. Your boy thought he was dying today. About an hour later, after getting some IV of steroids, and they gave me an epinephrine an EpiPen, an epinephrine shot, and they gave me straight steroids through the IV. I was at the hospital and I was unconscious, and I can hear them cutting my shirt and hooking me up to machines. And the last thing I heard was, "Okay, cut his pants." And your boy woke up. I said, whoa, you ain't cutting my pants off me. I'm married. And everybody started laughing. And slowly I came out of it. So I want to say thank you to the hospital staff here at Charlton Memorial Hospital. I want to say thank you to the paramedics. They came back and checked on me. Jen Captain, I believe was her last name. Thank you very much. You helped me out tremendously. Another paramedic came to see me, Nicole. She was also at my house. You saved my life, thank you. I was sorry if I was unruly, or I was just paranoid. I was becoming nervous. I was scared that I was dying, and I wasn't ready to leave my family. But I'll follow up. Should be out of here tomorrow. It's your boy Big Will. See you on the next one. Life after prison. We ain't going away yet. Peace.